Hey guys, welcome back. Mayonnaise is my favorite condiment, and I add it to sandwiches, salad dressings, dips, and even stir it into sauces. Classically, it is thick, creamy, and rich with a light sweet and tangy flavor. But if you're in a mood to add a kick to your sandwich, a blast to your burger, then we need to, add in some flavors and hit that wow button. So let's get cooking. I'm going to show you 5 simple ways or rather variations of mayonnaise. I've already shown a recipe of how to make a vegan mayo. You can also use ready-made mayo if you like. The first recipe is going to be with a barbecue sauce. So I've put a cracked black pepper or black pepper powder along with some couple of teaspoons of ready-made barbecue sauce into the mayonnaise, and all you do is mix it up together. Now the barbecue has got such a nice flavor. The barbecue sauce I'm using has got a smoke flavor to it, so it's smoky barbecue sauce. It works extremely well. You can make the mayonnaise, you can keep them in the fridge, it will last you for a while, and you can use them into sandwiches, you can use them into wraps, you can make them for salad dressings. It is very versatile. And if you remember, the vegan mayonnaise I taught you was a very simple recipe, and once you make that at home, I promise you, you will never buy a store-bought one. So there is the first one, the smoky barbecue with some cracked black pepper, and that all goes into a jar. Jars are the best way to actually store the mayonnaise into your fridge. They last you for a while. The second one is a very interesting one. It has a slight oriental twist to it, but it's got good flavors. Into mayonnaise, I'm adding chopped or finely chopped bell pepper, green bell pepper, some fresh coriander leaves, which gives a very nice floral or herbal, not a floral, but more of a herbal kind of a flavor. Ginger paste. This is homemade, but you can also buy a ready-made ginger paste from the market. It works very well, or you can even grate ginger. What I also like to add is sesame oil. Now this is roasted sesame oil, which gives a very nice rich deep flavor. So instead of actually adding sesame seeds, the oils work extremely well. It mixes quite well with the mayonnaise, and when you mix it all together, the flavors enrove each other, so they quite a rich flavor you get. So it's got the green bell peppers, it's got coriander, it's got sesame oil. It really brings it all to life. Very different from a normal flavored mayonnaise as such. And also the vegetables are chopped up very finely, so when you eat into them, the bell peppers give a very nice bite. So it tickles your palate. It makes food a lot more interesting. The third one is something which I always love to do. We make a green herb chutney in our restaurants, and they're always very popular. And the ratio what we use is 3 parts of coriander to 1 part of mint leaves. So similarly, I'm going to add the coriander and the mint leaves into a little small spice grinder or a food processor, a clove of garlic roughly chopped up. Now all this goes together, and I'm going to squeeze in some lime juice. Lime juice with garlic, with coriander and mint works extremely well. Then goes in salt. You can add ginger if you like. You can also add green chili if you like to impart a stronger flavor. A small quantity of brown sugar. You can use white sugar, perfectly okay. And a generous tablespoon or 2 teaspoons of mayonnaise. Now the mayonnaise will help the herbs to blend together. When you blitz it together, it needs a slight little moisture, and the lemon juice is not that high in quantity, so the mayonnaise helps it to blitz together, and what we will get is a very nice green paste, a bright green paste. There you are. Now you can use other leaves. You want to use tarragon, you want to use rosemary, you want to use basil, you want to use sage. The choice is exactly up to you, what you feel like having. This is a very simple variation of a mayonnaise. Now transfer the puree of the herbs into the bowl with the mayonnaise and mix it together till they are nicely blended or they're smooth together. Always try to whisk it well, or with a spoon mix it well, so become into a smooth blend. You don't want it to be batches or little patchy, half mixed, half not mixed. That really doesn't work well. It needs to be nice and smooth and creamy. Spoon all the mayonnaise again in a clean glass jar. You can put it in the fridge, cover it with a cling film. It will last you for a good 3-4 days. Again, a great addition this is to have into your home in your meals when you're making kebabs or any grill items. Works well. The next one is very interesting. It has got smoked garlic, or rather roasted garlic and roasted tomatoes. So I've taken 3 cloves of garlic, skin on, and I lightly crush it in my palm. So press it on the table and lightly crush it up. And obviously if one two are hard, then you can always use a knife to open it up. But the beauty is you keep its skin intact, so when you cook them in the oven or grill them, the outside skin gets charred and like a burnt effect, but the inside remains nice golden and like a roasted barbecue feel. Quarter a tomato or large tomato and sprinkle in some salt and drizzle some oil. Now this could be any oil, could be a vegetable oil, could be canola oil, rapeseed oil, or even olive oil. It works perfectly fine. You grill them in a hot oven for 2 to 3 minutes, and voila, what you get is the wonderful flavored roasted garlic and tomatoes. And when you roast garlic in the oven in a grill, it becomes sweetish. They become a very nice flavor. They get like a tan caramel color, but they also have a very nice rich flavor to it. So chop in your garlic and your tomatoes. Make sure you peel the skin off, and all this goes into the blender. Once that is done, I'm then going to spoon in a couple of spoons of mayonnaise. But first, add a little salt. Salt brings out the flavor of the roasted garlic and the tomatoes quite well. So there goes in our mayonnaise. You don't need to add too much because there's a lot of moisture in the tomatoes and the garlic. So you add just a tablespoon or literally a heaped teaspoon is more than enough. This is again blitz. I like to keep it slightly thicker, a little not fully pureed, but slightly chunky. So when you eat it, you get the pieces of the garlic and the tomatoes in your mayonnaise. Transfer all that again into the bowl of mayonnaise and mix it quite well. Now that is again important because all the flavors have to mix in with the mayonnaise. And also look at the color. It is such a nice bright orange color. That thing is done, this one, and this is going to now go into a clean jar and go into a fridge. There's something very magical about mayonnaise. I love homemade mayonnaise. They're so easy to do, and there are so many variations you can do. And you can have them with the crispy bread or with crackers or with tortilla chips or with warm pita bread or with some naan. It just works like magic. The last one is perfect for people who love spicy food. I am using a ready-made sriracha sauce from a bottle and spooning it into the mayonnaise. So 2 spoons down, 3 spoons down, and you know what, let's do one more, 4 spoons. Let's make it nice and spicy with a big kick. Listen, if you like it spicy, you can even add more. The choice is entirely yours. It is the way you guys want to cook at home and how you enjoy your food. But make sure that the sriracha is mixed up well with the mayonnaise so it becomes nice and smooth. This too goes into a jar and it will stay in your fridge for a few days. So here you have it. You got 5 variations of my mayonnaise. My vegan mayonnaise I already shown you earlier. So we have a smoky barbecue. We have one which is with the green bell pepper, coriander and sesame oil. We've got the green herb chutney, the green herbs. We have the sriracha